One day, Naruto saw Sasuke doing something, and he wanted Orochimaru to know about it. So he said to Orochimaru, "Look, Sasuke, Sasuke, here comes Sasuke. Come and look. Come here and look." Switch. Okay. Whoever you can come up with.
You don't have to follow the chicken game.
Yeah. Whoever you can think of. Okay. Story. Die. Okay.
Okay. So, Orochimaru, of course, follows the rumor and finds Naruto, Sasuke, and everybody in Konoha. And Naruto is practicing his sexy jutsu, pretending that he's Sasuke. And Orochimaru's jaw drops and he faints. So Naruto runs away, and then he starts pulling the same prank on everybody else. And of course, Tsunade is upset by this rumor and starts running to the scene of the crime. And so, Naruto is in his favorite ramen shop eating his ramen when Kakashi walks by. Kakashi is practicing Chidori with Sasuke, and accidentally Sasuke and Naruto get in this big fight.
Switch.
And all of a sudden, it goes like this. See Sasuke run. See Naruto run. See the whole rest of the party running after them because they're pissed off at both of them. So they run very, very, very far away. They run for like hundreds of miles. And they run. And then they don't get tired because their arms going like this. So anyways, they end up in some unknown barren land, some ice. And all of a sudden, it's like, how the hell did we get here? And it's like, I don't know, we were just running because we see Sasuke run, see Naruto, see everybody else run because they all got pissed off at us.
Switch.
Okay. So they look around their surroundings to find where they are, and of course their first thought is that it's snowing really, really hard and a blizzard's going to come. So of course they try and look for stuff for their survival, and they find a cave. The minute they walk into the cave, they see these really, really weird cave drawings. Of course, it's like cave drawings of people eating animals, wearing pelts and everything, and of course they're snowed into the cave. So they explore the cave further and further and come across the volcano that's about to erupt.
Switch.
And they're like, oh snap, and we gotta run! So of course they use the powerful ninja attack move, but because of where they are, it failed. And so I'm like, oh crap, what are we gonna do? It's like, there's only one thing we can do, run again! So it's like, see Sasuke run, see Naruto run, see everybody else, this is gonna be an epic volcano about to blow up!
Switch.
So then Sasuke and Naruto get this really, really crazy idea. They work together to get out of the mountain and the volcano and the cave. So of course they take turns blowing up a hole into the wall to try and get out. And of course, the minute they do that, they end up in this really, really weird forest. So they look around, and there's dinosaurs. There's a whole bunch of pterodactyls and stuff. And of course, they don't know what to do because they don't know much about this era. So they're sitting there, hey, look at that weird creature with two skinny arms and a really big
Switch.
head.
And all of a sudden, like, why is it coming for us? And Sasuke, I don't know. So it says run again. See Sasuke run, see Naruto, see them run, they come in about to get eaten by Tyrannosaurus Rex! And so all of a sudden they keep running until they hit another mountain. And it looks all pretty, and it's all colorful. And there's a unicorn right next to it. And there's just three unicorns going up. There's these three unicorns going up to this mountain. So they go up to the unicorns. It's like, hey, can you help us? Like, yeah. Like, where y'all going to?
Switch.
We're going to Candy Mountain.
So of course they follow the unicorns, and they come across these candy cane lanes and like gumdrops and everything. So they're having the time of their lives eating all this. And by the time the day ends, they're really, really fat. And of course, the weird part is that there's all these little bright lights, so they start walking towards them and end up in another forest. Except for this one's a lot nicer. So they walk around and they see these elves with bows and everything, and the first one they see is a Legolas.
Switch.
And they're like, can you help us, please? guys? It's like, who the hell are you guys? You don't look like people who dressed up in our era. And it's like, we got lost somewhere. We got lost in this convention, and like we took the wrong turn over on 80, and we got lost. And so I was like, can you take us back to your village? And it's like, yeah. So they went back to the village. They went back to the house where they first originally found the ring. So yeah, you can stay here for the night. And all of a sudden.
Switch.
And all of a sudden they see this really, really small box, and inside they hear these whispers, "Wear me, wear me, wear me." So of course, Naruto and Sasuke are sitting there debating, and then all of a sudden the word says one thing, "I'll give you power." So they both start fighting over the box, and eventually Sasuke grabs it and wears it, and he turns invisible. So Naruto is pissed, trying to find him, and he's like, alright, I'll just listen for his chakra. So of course he's sitting there and he's trying to concentrate on Sasuke's chakra, and all of a sudden these weird hooded creatures come up to his door, and Naruto's like, holy crap. So he starts running.
Crap. I switch.
Meanwhile, Sasuke, he's still sitting there, and all of a sudden he takes the ring off, he gets invisible, right? Invisible, like, whoa, now pops up. So go, ring comes on, ring comes off, ring comes on, ring comes off, ring comes up, ring comes up. They do that for about 5 more minutes. And then he goes, ring, and all of a sudden, the guy, by the time the ring comes off, and he's right by the hood, and like, oh, crap. So he tried to pull a sexy jitsu, looks like a mouse, and then he runs out of the house.
Switch.
So of course Sasuke starts running, and then he bumps into Naruto, and they get into another argument. And so they decide maybe it's time to go home. But of course Sasuke pickpockets the ring, and then they both use their chakra to make a portal, and they end up back home. So of course Sasuke takes the ring to Tsunade, and Tsunade is pondering what it may mean. So Sasuke starts putting it on and off, and he forgets that he left the portal open.
Switch. Last part.
And all of a sudden, here come the whole entire cavalry. They said they found the ring in the portal, and all of a sudden, it's a mega war between Lord of the Rings and Naruto. And that, my friends, will lead us to another chapter and/or fanfic and/or crossover video game series.
Awesome.